Well, here we are in the lab today to show you the proper way of repairing leaks in gutters. It's not uncommon at all to go out to a building supply store today as a homeowner and buy gutters and accessories that are not necessarily compatible with one another. For an example, buy the gutter at one building supply store and buy the accessories somewhere else, thinking that the same profile exists. Not necessarily. As you can see here, this particular gutter I have simulated by putting different caulking compounds in to seal where the seam has been pop riveted. And materials, I mean, you go into a building supply store today, you get tubes upon tubes. Which one do I use? Well, tubes are not the answer. There's a proper way of repairing leaks. Let me show you what happens to corners when I pour in some water. You'll get water running, and it never fails that water will drip right where you're coming out with your Sunday suit, or, well, you might be this on your way to work, and who wants to get water all over themselves? So let me show you the proper way to repair a leak. Using the steel wool, I'm making sure that there's no glossy points whatsoever, enabling my adhesive roof coating to really take a good bite to the inside of the aluminum. But I have chose to use the Instant Patch product today, which is a roof coating material, along with a fiberglass mesh. And the fiberglass mesh, which really is fiberglass screen, very easy to find in local stores, but this is really the secret. This makes a layered fabric, giving it a good seal on the inside over the miter. Now, there are other options. As you can see here, this is an elastomeric coating along with a polyester fabric tape, as well as you can use butyl caulking. And you know, with the butyl caulking, why not use an old polyester shirt that you might have around the house that you can cut up and use that for the fabric. Now, you'll notice I'm wearing gloves. It's very important to wear gloves, otherwise you could get cut or snagged up on some of the very sharp corners of the aluminum or metal gutters. Now, I'm going to proceed to apply the coating of the Instant Patch into the corner, and you'll notice that I'm going to apply it at least 3 to 4 inches on either side of the seam. And you want to put adequate quantities in. You don't want to be stingy. It's very important because this is the component that's going to adhere the fabric, in this case being fiberglass screen, because we're using the roof coating. While it's still wet, because it takes upwards to a couple of hours to cure, you're going to apply the fiberglass mesh as the fabric, because that really is the binding agent that's going to hold the seaming material together. Because during the hot and cold periods, aluminum, and especially aluminum and metal gutters, will expand and contract. And you want to keep it up nice and tight to the top, and then work it down into the Instant Patch, bedding it right into the coating. The screen wants to really hang on because the material will actually bleed through it, retaining the screen in place. Now we're ready for the second coat over top of the fabric. And the same thing, just brush it on. There we have it all repaired. Now let's pour some water in there. As you can see, I've got it tilted up so we can fill that right to the top. And as you can see, there's no leaks. Now, fabric is really the trick and the secret to repairing seams, no matter what application you're using, butyl, elastomeric, or the instant roof patch. So why don't you give it a try?